Right.
Good start.
Yeah. No, finally we're doing it. Right. Hello and welcome to the Dave and Boxboy podcast, or the Dusckpond, as I keep forgetting that we quite leisurely named it. Today, joined with me, hello, I'm Dave, Jared. I'm Jared.
We are going to be revealing names. Properly, officially revealing names.
Only first name basis.
Teaser trailer.
Okay, right. I'm Jared.
First name basis.
I'm the tit with the monkey. We have
Josh.
Alistair.
Rob.
Yay! I'm just going to check you're cool with this, Rob. You're cool with revealing names now.
I wouldn't have been.
If so, it's a bit late.
It's just because... Very true. Your name's so easy to work out, RDJ.
Well, the only reason we had fake names was because I started this when I was like 10 and it just kind of carried, and then Dave became a character. And he might remain as a character. Sort of like the gun-wielding nut job.
Where are you going with this?
Well, like, I've got the professor, haven't I? I've got Maurice. There's me and Maurice, and then I might make Dave a character.
Don't give away that you're Maurice and the Professor, Joe.
No, me and Maurice. I'm not Maurice. Maurice is his own little monkey. Okay, so, new formats podcasts. We're only going to do them half an hour long. We might make it an hour long and then cut into two, but our podcasts will be half an hour long.
We're saving time for you.
Yes, we're saving time for you. I just said exactly what you said, just in a different voice.
Attempting to voice over it.
Yeah.
So we're just redubbing what each other says.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are just redubbing what... No, okay.
Moving on.
Yes, first...
Moving on.
Seeing as we have less time, first port of call.
Less time.
What should we start with, guys? We're not starting with
Probably the
bloody
most exciting
tailor.
news, which would be the Star Wars trailer, which has been released.
Yes, the Star
Right,
Wars
that's
teaser
amazing.
trailer.
I've
Yeah.
just skipped over the fact that it is Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind that Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. Today
Ooh.
is the 22nd of December. This probably won't go up until December 31st, 2015, but, you know.
Oh, well.
That's over a year away.
Exactly.
We're planning in advance.
Yeah. No, so, the Star Wars teaser trailer that came out.
I liked it.
It was good.
I thought it was
It was
Yeah.
good.
Everyone's there like, oh, it's got no narrative. There's not. It doesn't really show as much. And you're like,
That's exactly what a
well,
trailer's meant to
yeah.
do.
Well, it
It's a
does.
it's a
It
tech
shows
demo.
us the 3 new characters which will be taken over from the originals.
Is that what that is?
Yes, those 3 characters will be taken over from the originals.
So the Black Stormtrooper that caused all the controversy, I don't understand why.
I don't understand. No, I think the only thing was because all clone troopers are the same.
But he's not a clone trooper.
He's not a clone
Stormtrooper.
trooper. He's a
But
stormtrooper.
stormtroopers are the same. They're all.
No, they're not.
No.
Really?
There is only one regiment as of the previous series, the proper Star Wars. We're not including the prequels, but you know we've got to because they're canon. There is only supposedly. Don't quote me on this, internet. I'm not the biggest. Well, I'm quite a big Star Wars nerd, but I'm not like a Star Wars aficionado. This is just from 20 minutes on Wikipedia. But the 105th, I believe.
105th Regiment.
Yeah, who were
501st.
501st. Yeah.
501st.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
No,
does it?
no.
105th.
No.
Other way around.
Yeah, well, something like that. Who were on Hoth are the last clone regiment.
The last ones which are actually
They're the last proper humanoid
Clone
race
trooper,
that
yeah.
haven't been cloned. They're all their own person. And then all the stormtroopers were cloned from them.
No, they're the last clone army. Like,
the original clones.
Oh,
There's
right.
stormtroopers who have been cloned, but it's
yeah.
But
The
the
stormtroopers
clones
are-
become
Oh, yeah.
stormtroopers, don't they? They get
Just
refitted
a-
and rearmed. And...
just to put a point. Extended universe means nothing now.
Yeah, which puts like half of my comic collection to...
To shame.
Yeah.
I mean, my encyclopedia with all the nice information
yeah, really
means
nice,
nothing.
Yeah. I've got a book on like droids. It's about 2 inches thick, and you're like, yeah, I've got this big book on droids. Oh wait, no, half these droids
I
don't
always
exist.
kind of like the battle droids.
They're
They're just humorous.
yeah.
They're humorously bad.
Ooh.
They've
Yeah.
got a really long nose.
They're like
Oh, wow.
They're like-
Okay.
They have. It's just
Yeah,
you've got an
but-
eye and then a massive nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then super battle droids, it looks like their nose has
They
just
don't
been
have the-
implanted into their.
They look like that, or they
You know,
don't
on,
have a
on
head.
Tom and Jerry when Tom
Yeah.
will get hit over the head with a
Yeah.
hammer or something, and his head will go into his body, but
Yeah.
you'll still be able to see his face.
Yeah.
It looks like that. That's what's
Yeah.
what's happened to them.
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, they're like the acceptable like Jar Jar because they've got the stupidity of Jar Jar,
Yeah.
but you're like
Yeah.
the battle droid. You're like that's not too bad.
Yeah,
When you get
because
Jar
they
Jar,
get
like,
killed.
Jar Jar was annoying because he's got flesh, but
Yeah.
he's a robot. He's cool.
Yeah, listen, Jar Jar Blinks.
Let's not get onto that
No.
topic. We'll
It's
save that
bad
for another
because
time.
like when
Yeah.
we were like 5-year-olds, those were the films, and that was my first impression.
Yeah.
Like, when I started doing voices, the first thing I learned was Jar Jar Binks because like
It
5-year-olds.
was easy.
Easiest thing to do is just go Jar Jar Binks.
Right, question for you all. Were
Oh.
you showing the prequels first or the original?
Original.
I'll show the original.
You see, what was it? The Phantom Menace came out in 2001, was it, or something?
Yeah. 2001 March, I think.
Yeah, was it 2001?
I have no idea.
Research. Where are the
I'll
Google
Google it.
machines? I don't know where my.
I'll
phone's
be able
gone.
to do that soon, but that's for a later announcement.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's a big announcement coming.
Yeah.
Although nobody who is
No
listening
one-
to this will actually know. I mean, Rob didn't even know until like 10 minutes ago.
I didn't.
And the chances are, if they're listening to this, they won't care. They'll be
No,
like,
they just
"Oh,
won't care.
we've already got it."
I don't know who he is.
They're just thinking, wow, they're rambling about some
Yeah.
awful shit.
Half an hour.
Honestly.
I don't see this taking half an hour.
So let's move on.
Yeah.
The Excalibur style lightsaber.
I personally don't like it.
Do you? I quite like it.
I like
think
it.
it's cool.
Now I'm not going to get my hand chopped off unless they chop off the little bits there.
Have you seen how many of the Jedi and the Sith have had their
Yeah.
hands chopped off?
Well,
It's only the Skywalker line, really.
Yeah, but do you know like the idea of like the Star Wars universe? It's based
yeah.
on a Japanese story, I believe. Don't quote me again on this internet. I'm
No
sorry,
quote.
but it's like I'm convinced it's set on like a Japanese storyline. The idea of these samurais
Yeah.
go around, and the lightsaber is based on the samurai sword,
The katana.
on the katana. Yeah.
And then you get
So
Darth Maul's
adding
double
based
Yeah.
on the
So I take a pipe or something.
based on the staff.
staff.
Yeah.
And there's various other ones.
Mm.
Just the idea of like adding a hilt to the lightsaber doesn't really make sense to someone that thinks maybe.
Well,
katanas
have you
are slightly
noticed
cool.
the original one's only one-handed,
Mm.
only one lightsaber. The prequels 2,
Yeah.
and now the new ones 3. It's
Yeah,
like they're going
yeah.
up with the lightsabers.
Yeah.
God, and I thought I was a Star Wars nerd.
Yeah. Well,
Not a clue.
nah.
When
Have you
Star
not-
Trek
you-
comes
you-
up,
you
then
have-
you'll be
Yes.
You have seen the trailer, haven't you?
Yeah, of course I have.
Yeah.
We saw it.
Oh
when
yeah,
we
we saw
went
it.
to
Oh, when's going to see the Hobbit?
Yeah.
It's just there, and like all of us were
And
there.
that's
in
the
awe.
next topic.
Yeah.
That's the next topic.
The Millennium Falcon looks amazing.
I know.
Did. You can
That
tell
was
it was J.J.
when-
Abrams though, because it followed it around.
The problem
And
was,
also lens flares everywhere.
That's when all fanboys were just like,
yeah.
Oh god,
Well,
I was.
That's just because John Williams kicked in then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just are like do. Oh, that's crap. But,
That wasn't John Williams.
Well, no, it's the.
That part was.
Yeah,
The original part was
there's a
no.
bit of where it's
yeah,
twinkling.
This isn't going.
I've got the music on my phone. I can get it out.
I won't get into an argument with you.
no,
I just forgot.
honestly, please don't play it because YouTube has that.
Oh yeah, well,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Play a second of it, I dare you. We'll see what happens.
No,
to this channel.
don't.
No.
But like,
The next day, we haven't even put it on YouTube. We get a Sue notice through the door.
have you noticed that on my Adventriloquist, it says that this is this song? I'm like, well, as long as people know to go to that song and buy that song as opposed to try and download illegally my copy, it's fine, I suppose.
Because people want to download your copy.
Oh, they really want to get me singing on their iPods,
No.
don't they? Other Apple devices are available. Actually, other
They're all-
electronic devices are available.
Unfortunately, all the Apple devices are terrible.
A YouTube converter. I mean, what?
That wasn't any.
I'm not plugging anything.
Anyway, what do you think of the new droid then?
Yeah,
The
I was
new
going to say
R2?
the little droid thing. I don't think it's an R2 unit. Is
Well, yeah.
Well, it's an Astro.
R19, the really upgraded one.
It's in the Astro Droid territory.
It's based on an Astro droid, but it's not.
I
It
believe.
just looks like a football.
Well, have you noticed like how many like
That's its main propulsion. It's
The
kicked
pod-
around.
the repair droids in the Phantom Menace
Yeah.
and the prequel series? They've got the sort of head. It's like you got an R2 model and you stood on it, and his head kind of went. Plut. Or wait, plut.
Oh, what? Like the R5 units
No,
or
I mean
something?
like the little things that ran around at
Oh,
pod
yeah.
races, and they were comical because they just got smashed to pieces,
Yeah.
and they're just there like
Yeah.
like that. Those it's just like you've got an R2 unit and you've stood on it and it's flattened. Or the prop designer, which I doubt this would have happened because I don't know if they have them in America, but flying saucers, those really sour sweets that we have
Yeah.
in Britain. I imagine someone just went at that, looked at it, and just went, That's a great idea.
I could put that in a
Stuck
droid
it on like
body.
a stick
We
figure.
just sat there looking at inspiration, just eating them. Like,
Have you ever
oh
tried?
my god!
Have you ever tried to play one of those in the Lego games? It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
slow. It's just
But like,
boom, boom, boom.
considering that was like Adam Savage and
I sat there eating
that
chocolate
were
fingers
doing
and he came up
those.
with the idea for the assassin droids. Just like, oh!
Yeah. They were prequel originals though.
Mm.
The assassin droids.
What did you think? Have you seen the series that they did? The Attack of the Clone series? The Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I've seen a certain point.
I watched
seen
the
some of
originals when they first came out when they were on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And then because they were on at stupid times in the day.
They
Like,
do.
When I was younger, they were on at like 5 o'clock, and I didn't have Sky at the time, and so I had to go to my grand's to watch it.
Yeah.
Now, fortunately, my gran doesn't live too far away from me, so I can go
Yeah,
there.
so you can just go.
But we had this sort of tradition of going every night after tea. Now, to me, tea is 5 o'clock. Hour to eat your tea. You go at 6 until 8.
Yeah.
So I'd missed Clone Wars. The only time I ever got to see it really was when my parents were away and I had to go to my grand's to be looked. Ow, bloody piano. To be looked after.
George is getting kicked in by a piano.
I
Just come into the room, start beating him up.
smacked my elbow on it. Ow, pissing. Bang.
Did you hit your funny bone?
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
hate
the
that.
humorous.
Humorous.
It's quite funny.
Shut up.
You hummus.
Yeah, but the way they introduced Clone Wars was through a film, and I enjoyed the film briefly.
No,
It was okay.
what do you mean the Clone Wars film, the animated piece of crap?
No, not that one. Do you know, like, the actual Clone... Oh, no, which Clone Wars series are we on about?
The original one.
Oh, the original one.
Like where it was drawn as opposed to CG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the CG one because it actually gives Anakin a bit more in-depth
Yeah.
than I'm just a
It lets
raging
you
maniac. Because he actually became a master.
Power and then loses his legs on Mars.
Yeah, but isn't that part of the extended universe that doesn't exist?
No, that still exists because I think Disney took over or something.
Because it's part of the canon.
Yeah, because anything which Disney now makes is part of the canon.
Right. Okay. I suppose that's probably because there was like copyright laws with whatever studio had it first. Who had it first? Was it Paramount?
But they were just like...
LucasArts had it.
LucasArts.
But who was their distributor?
I think it was Paramount.
I think it's probably Paramount because Indiana Jones is Paramount.
Google it.
I could have sworn that it was the. I can't remember the name of it now. The one with the lion.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I think that's the distributor.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the-
but
I don't know.
But that original drawn series, they weren't actually proper episodes until they got to their second season.
Well, they were
'cause,
like
they were just things they were put on the end
They're
of.
bringing a new one out now. It's Star Wars Rebels that just looks too.
I mean,
I don't know. That looks all right. in an
it's
odd
debatable.
Yeah.
The light slingshot, that's what got me.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
that
like,
confused
what?
me. But like, there's a really funny clip. Like what? It's only funny if you.
20th Century Fox.
What, is it Fox?
It's Fox.
Oh.
Okay, so don't quote us on
That-
anything
Uh,
ever.
the, the first film in the...
You probably
in
stop
this,
listening now.
original
Close the browser
series.
and go back to work. Stop procrastinating. You.
Yeah.
Get back to work, you filthy
Future
animals.
Jared that got bored and decided to listen to himself 10 years ago. Do your work. You're supposed to be a decent producer now. I don't know what I'm doing.
Maybe.
You got high aspirations.
Oh yeah, you know.
Oh, we've all got high aspirations.
Oh, come on,
yeah.
it's better to aim higher and miss than to aim
Just-
low and blow up the ground.
I
in
could have
front
thought of
of
a
you.
I'm
quote
gonna
that I
be-
heard the other day, but I'm not going to bother. 'cause it
I'm
makes
gonna
any
be an
sense.
Emmerdale as an actor.
I mean, that's the lowest of the low.
What?
I'm gonna
Emmerdale's
be
an
an
actor.
Emmerdale as an actor. Oh my goodness, it's only round the corner.
I have relatives
That's
that are
a
in
good
Emmerdale.
accent, actually. For, like, the...
I
Emmerdale.
understand.
No.
Emmerdale used to be good, and then
It
they
did.
had a plane
Used to.
crash, and then it wasn't.
I've actually never seen an episode of Emmerdale.
don't want
I watched
Oh,
one.
we used to watch it.
I had a cousin in Emmerdale. I don't know who you played.
You have
or
cousins
did.
everywhere.
You do?
I do.
I mean, you
God,
have,
you're
you
like a
have them
redneck
in,
or something.
you have cousins in New
Ooh,
Zealand
it's
and
about
now
that.
this
Sorry.
Emmerdale
Leave that
thing
out.
and everywhere else.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're back. Definitely didn't have a jump cut there.
Well, that was weird. What
Yeah.
just happened?
Should we move on to The Hobbit now?
The Hobbit,
We
yeah.
should move on to the
We're
Hobbit.
just going to call
just gonna
Star
go
Wars
over
an
the
end.
Star Wars, checking if there's anything
Any holes or anything on this?
anything that we missed.
It looks cool.
Actually, just on the Millennium Falcon. I did.
So awesome.
Well, I thought the Millennium Falcon was a lot bigger than like that.
I thought it was
Yeah,
less-
it looked pretty small.
Yeah.
No,
but-
I actually thought that the thingamajiggy, the thing,
It's the
thing,
mini
Well done.
what's it thing?
TIE
The TIE
fighter.
fighters.
No, not that. Where when you actually
The
see...
speeder.
No, shut up.
That speeder
When you-
just
Let
looks
him
like
finish! God!
It looks like a Magnum.
Yes.
He crashed and just got.
Yeah,
Just made the
yeah.
perfect crash.
Bits of chocolate start falling off.
Okay, let's just let Rob talk.
No, Rob. No,
It's forgotten it. It's
fine.
forgotten it now.
what is it?
No,
What is
please. we're interested.
What? It's not interesting, so it's fine.
Oh,
Oh, right, okay.
No, one thing I noticed, weirdly, is that on the actual films, the hyperspace thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that engine-y part looks much bigger
Oh, yeah.
than on the Millennium Falcon in the trailer. That's the main thing I picked
Well,
up.
because that's the CG and the other ones are models.
I know, but you could at least make it the same size. I mean,
Well,
it's
It's older,
not like
I suppose
it's
it's
been
Make it
not-
accurate, goddammit.
It's not like
What
it's
are you
been an
doing,
extra
Abrams?
70 years.
I suppose it's been, upgraded, though, hasn't it?
It's a piece of scrap as it is.
I know it's actually got upgraded. I think it's just the same
You
one.
never know. We might find... Look, I don't know. We can't, fault
And
things.
what's the point in actually making it smaller? Shouldn't it make it bigger? That's the point in
Maybe
upgrading
it's supposed to be
something. It's bigger.
more power in a smaller engine.
Well, yeah.
I've noticed
For
before.
Apple, though, just make it bigger and it's better. Woo!
All right, guys. I've
like
noticed
the
we have
Death
this
Star.
problem. We all talk with our hands, and
Yeah.
we're in a podcast,
Yeah.
so it's.
That's a good.
Like,
We're gonna
This is
have
where
to
we should do video podcasts.
oh, we
Yeah.
will eventually. But no, the thing I was complaining,
Podcast.
the Millennium Falcon problem I have
Podcast.
is
Podcast.
We'll get drunk.
the flip it did. I'm just saying, it's still in orbit. I didn't know it could do that in orbit.
What?
The
flips and
the
shit.
flip it did.
Yeah.
You watch the flip and you're like, that doesn't actually look
Do you think
right.
we're
It
on-
looks
Has he got
awesome.
a camera on the back of it?
Well,
Do you-
no, I don't know. It just didn't feel right. That close to the ground. That's the sort
Yeah.
of difficult maneuver that you'd expect an X-wing to do.
Yeah.
It'd be difficult for an X-wing, and then the Millennium Falcon, this big Hulk.
Then again, the Millennium Falcon is meant to be the best kind of ship out there at
And
times.
it's
So
the
it
most
can do kind of
maneuverable.
anything really.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know.
What's the problem with doing a flip?
It just
a 360.
seems
Do
too
a
big.
barrel roll.
Well, then again, I suppose if it's got the thrust behind it and it's using its circularity as lift,
Yeah,
I suppose that like a plane, it should be able to do a flip in atmosphere.
I don't
But to
know.
be fair, you don't actually know how far it is from the ground.
No, but it did look very close.
Yeah, but it
Then
looked
again,
it.
It
but
was in a
it
desert
might-
planet, and that could have been. It wasn't a desert environment. That could have been a desert planet. So that could have been thousands of miles.
Yeah, I suppose.
I
don't know. I did a sort of a project for college, and I had to review it. I had to sit down and watch it for the first time. The idea was that I'd watched it about 6 times prior, so my
You'd already had ideas.
yeah, my initial reaction was just there, like everything else I did was all improv. There was 3 other trailers I did,
Yeah.
all improv. This one, I just kind of went, yeah, okay, I've already got all the jokes planned for this. I mentioned the Magnum thing, I mentioned all these other things.
The new Stormtrooper design.
They look really
They
cool.
look awesome.
They look.
They look
It's
so shiny.
it's also the new eyepiece. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it
the
goes
cry.
down the side.
Mm.
Why can't we shoot straight?
maybe these ones will actually shoot straight and
That
kill
was
someone.
Star
Star Wars
Wars.
look down the gun instead of having it at the hip.
Star Wars Rebel thing. That was it.
Yeah.
There was they released a short, a teaser for
Yeah.
it. And they get this this woman thing. Woman, I don't know what she is. She's
Lass. Well,
No.
we'll pinpoint it out to Yorkshire now.
Well, no, she's a woman, but I don't know if she's alien or what. So I don't
Whatever
know.
race she is.
But she's wearing a bounty hunter mask,
Yeah.
Boba and Django have.
It's like a band.
Yeah, Boba and Django. It actually sounds like a good
the
band.
Fets.
Yeah, that's even better. Write that down. No, Mavis over there. Write that down.
Mavis? What, is she like a secretary?
Yeah.
That's
No,
in the near future.
I'm going to specifically go out and hire a.
Buy.
You sit in that corner.
No, I'm gonna buy-
every
You can
time we
pick
do
those up
it.
at Sainsbury's
I'm going to
now.
buy a robot and call her Mavis. I don't know why.
My next robot will
Related
be
to
called
Jarvis or
Mavis.
something.
Yeah. We need to make a robot.
Jarvis is related to Mavis.
I've got Jarvis. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Sorry, I got excited.
she
I made a Jarvis.
this
It's cool.
character spray paints a rebel sign on the side of a TIE fighter. She breaks into this Imperial base.
Yeah.
And you're like, why is the security so slack that this is happening?
Yeah.
Because these aren't rebel fighters. These are
Kids who think they're the
yeah.
rebels.
Yeah.
they're pretending to be rebels, and so you're like, why this doesn't look right? And then the stormtroopers start shooting at her and miss, and she goes, "Where'd you learn to shoot?" Or you need to spend a bit more time on the practice range, lads.
Yeah.
And you just say You
No amount
basically-
of time will help them.
No, it wasn't that. It was more like essentially what you've done there is inadvertently broken the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, yes, we hear that everyone complains about this. Let's put that in there. Hey!
Yeah.
Don't.
Should we move on to The Hobbit?
Considering we're at 20 minutes.
Yeah, we should probably move on to
Yeah.
the Hobbit. It might end up being a bit longer this one anyway.
It doesn't matter how really long it is, as long as we don't go to the hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hobbits, Battles of Five Armies.
The Battle of Five Armies.
I really don't like that name. I wish it was something
I
else.
kind of wish that it was There and Back Again, because that would have completed the trilogy.
The problem,
Yeah,
the problem with it being there and back again is that they're already there. So it would just be back again.
Yeah.
Hobbit,
The Hobbit,
back again.
back
Well,
again.
wasn't that the original
Oi.
name for Unexpected
Can you pass
Journey?
me my cup of tea? That's
Yeah.
the question.
There and Back Again, wasn't that the original name for...
Yeah, well, they didn't really get back again, did they? So.
No. Well, I don't know, like... Yeah. I haven't finished the book. Like,
Haven't
there's
you? I finished it the other day.
I
I got up.
I... Oh, spoiler.
No,
Yeah,
no,
spoiler
it's hardly a spoiler. Because
No, no,
Just
if you've read
bleep
the
out
book-
the word. They'll all be like, no, and you have to bleep it out. Bleep out the word.
Yeah,
again.
don't
And again.
I'll do
Stop
it.
saying it.
Oh, no, like... I mean, Angel, someone that we went to go and watch it with, was, like, crying when
Oh, God,
a
yeah.
main protagonist died.
what, you thought all of the dwarfs were going to survive? No!
Yeah, she's there like she's like, oh, I'm so sad that he's dead. And even there, I'm there like,
No.
well, I knew he was gonna die.
Yeah, I kind of knew.
I haven't
he'd
finished
go.
the book and I knew he was gonna die.
Yeah.
The best bit I liked was the there was the fight with the orc.
Which
The-
one?
the
The armoured one or the
big white
pale
one.
one?
The one that had like all the stiff
Oh,
sticking out of his
the
chest. It
pale
looked
orc.
so impractical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't move.
yeah.
He
The
shaves
one
himself with
where
like
the
his chest
elf-
on.
I've just cut myself.
the
Ah.
elf and an unnamed dwarf were fighting
Do you
him.
ever wonder what those kind of massive orcs do
In the
when they're
free
not
time.
at war? Do they just like, sit there and knit or something?
I think they fight between each
That
other.
would be great if you like they all went back to like a nice like, happy village.
What,
Yeah.
back to in Mordor? We've got a couple of years to
They
wait.
weren't at Mordor at that point.
Oh, yeah. it's-
Actually, that's pretty cool. The idea that the Hobbit leads on, and then the Shadows of Mordor, which isn't what's the book called? You keep saying it, and
The Silmarillion.
the Silmarillion.
I've read that.
Shadows of Mordor is nothing to do with the Silmarillion, is it?
No.
No.
Shadows of Mordor.
The game.
It's the game.
game.
Yeah, I want to play that so bad.
I wanna
when
play
it's
that.
on 360.
That's a separate story where a guy can't die and he really wants to die.
It's a ranger.
It's
Yeah.
Deadpool, but in Middle Earth. Sorry.
The concept is his family gets killed by the four main leaders
Orcs,
for Sauron. I said that.
Sauron.
Sauron.
Sauron,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's one of them.
They're essentially
Big eye.
They're essentially the same.
Um,
Both
One's
evil.
got a big eye.
Let's just
one
call him
is
Sylvia
a man.
Berlusconi for him.
yeah, basically,
Christopher Lee.
the story is he gets killed, but the Wraith inhabits his body, bringing him back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just wants to take them out, and then he wants to die.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
he wants to go and be with his family.
Well, yeah, I know. I haven't got around to that, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But I want to play it.
The
I've only got-
Silmarillion is a really heavy book. It took me about a year and a half to read it because I just sacked it off halfway. Like, no,
You
I
see,
can't be bothered with this now.
I think like I don't call myself like I'm not a strong reader, and
No.
I don't know if it's because I'm dyslexic or I just would much rather watch the film because I get more out of it. Not because I'm lazy, but like because
Yeah, but you have to admit, the people who have made Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are extremely good of getting every detail in.
They
Peter
do.
Jackson is brilliant. Have you read the press release? Peter Jackson doesn't want to do any Marvel films, which I do find a shame because I feel that he would do it very well.
Yeah, but Joss Whedon will do it just as
Yeah,
good.
but he doesn't. You see, I forgot his name. Peter Jackson hasn't read a comic book in his life. I read this press release and it's like, oh, that's kind of sad, but you know, fair dues to the guy.
Yeah.
And I'd much rather he did something like took a piece of literature
yeah,
and wrote
he's
it,
good at that.
got it to the T.
Yeah.
Something where he's already got some source material.
I reckon he'd have. Never mind. I
yeah.
don't want to say
You
I said
don't
it
know.
really wrong now. I just want to.
Yeah.
I
What
was
was
going
I
to say
saying?
it'd be good if he did the Harry Potter film. I was like, did he actually do this?
No. no.
No, that was David Yates
That was
and David Heyman.
Yeah.
Both called David.
I I would like a Harry Potter reboot already because
Oh, it's
There is a Harry Potter reboot. It's not Harry Potter, but it's set before
70 years before, 60 years before, something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
set before Harry
I
Potter.
don't
It's something creatures.
Disclaimer, guys, we are just going to say we are the average sort of run-of-the-mill nerds.
Yeah.
We're not like going
We're not
into...
like-
We're not die-hard nerds at anything.
You know,
really.
we've never stayed in line at midnight to go and get a signing from J.K. Tolkien or whatever.
Rowling.
Yeah.
You know
Tolkien's a little too old.
J.K. Tolkien.
Hey, I've got a time machine, bitches. I can go and see Tolkien. But yeah, we're just the sort of average, you know, we watch it and maybe do a bit of digging into it. Or,
We're
you know,
the average group. We're more comic nerds of anything.
Yeah. Anyway, back to I'm pretty, like, when I was a kid, like, I tried reading, and I was a lot better at reading when I was, like, 10. And
Before they said, you know what, you can't read, you're dyslexic.
yeah, before they said, yeah, you got dyslexia, it was just like...
Reason to not read.
But, like, when they were like, oh, Jared's just a stupid little child, I'm like, right, okay, I'm not going to have this. And so I picked up the most difficult book I could find.
The Oxford Dictionary.
No, it wasn't. It was a book. That is difficult.
Quran.
Oh, God, that's backwards as well, isn't it? No, I picked up a book called Randoms, which is by Tolkien. It's a children's book, and I believe it was something to do with he holidayed when he was younger, or when he was still alive, in the area that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
He holidayed. He probably stayed somewhere near where you live, Alistair.
That's cool.
Yeah. And
in your
In
house.
my house.
he has a daughter and a son, and I can't remember. I think he has a daughter. and a
Wait,
son,
you
doesn't
mean
he?
near where I live, where you used to live, or
Where
where
you
I
used
live
to
now?
live? Where the last house I've been to that's yours.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
God, how many houses do you have?
He's got like
19.
5 now.
5.
3. 4 if you include the shop. I don't know.
The
It's
shop.
not a house. I
The
know you
shop.
can't
That's
live
not
there.
a shop.
It's
It's not
property.
mine. It's not a house.
It's property.
You could just put a bed in there and just say,
Yeah.
yep, this
You
is
could
fine.
just
Well,
sleep
with the
along the
amount
wall.
of wool that my mum hoards in there, I could just get and scrape it all together and just
Yeah.
a nice slumber.
But yeah, he like one of his children lost a toy dog, and I
Oh,
think
dear.
I believe this is how it goes. And the
I'm gonna break into song.
oh, what a beautiful no. But yeah, apparently this kid lost its toy dog, and what he did was
Oh, it's an it now. This kid's lost its toy dog.
Well, yeah, just so
Yeah, so
they
so
lost
you're
their
not-
toy dog.
Alright.
Just so I don't gender it, because I can't remember if it was his son or his daughter, or if he's even got like that many children. But he wrote this story, wrote random about the adventure that this dog had whilst lost on beach, near where we live. Now, again, Tolkien people, don't quote me on this, but that's supposedly where he got the idea of.
Tolkien himself comes back from the grave and corrects you.
Yeah,
just,
no,
just
And then dies
slaps
again.
you in the face.
no, but there's like the Tolkien.
so wrong, man.
There's the Tolkien Society based in the town that I'm
Yeah.
on about. I don't want to give away our location. That's the problem. But I'm pretty sure they're there and they're like, oh yes, it's based around Yorkshire. I can say we're in Yorkshire. Fuck's only Yorkshire.
Search parties are coming out now.
Oh yeah, well, it's just safe.
What would you do with a helicopter with a searchlight? We
Well-
found you!
No, the problem I've got is these like Tolkien nerds like, oh no, you've got that wrong. Right, we're going to find the bastards. You know.
us just running for our lives.
Yeah, we'll just be there.
A bunch
running.
of Tolkien fans with books or something.
No, that's what it'd be. It'd be like that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean, running like
Caribbean.
no,
Caribbean.
it's Caribbean.
Caribbean.
No, it's Caribbean.
Caribbean.
No, Caribbean.
My
it's
mum,
American.
my mum
It
used to work in a travel agent, and they taught her to say Caribbean.
No, it's American.
I don't
You're an
care.
Caribbean.
American.
I'm saying Caribbean.
Because you're
It
American.
is Caribbean.
I prefer Caribbean.
Because
You
you're
say
an American.
Caribbean in
What,
the film.
in the second one where he's become a leader of the tribe and he's just running across
Yeah,
the beach
yeah.
when they
Which will
realise.
make-
It would just be like people with books and like stings, just going would you?
I like the bit at the end. Because you know how the dog runs off?
Yeah.
Well, now the dog's the leader
The
of
dog's
the
now
tribe.
the king.
Yeah.
But it's
With a
really bad
bone.
because you know that they're
Don't
going
they
to eat it.
Yeah, don't they eat their leaders?
Yeah, they eat their leaders after a certain...
The thing is,
Okay, that's slightly depressing.
I want to
but-
know how he went from being. What happened to him in the first one?
I don't know. What are we even talking about?
Pirates of the
Caribbean.
Oh
Caribbean.
right, I thought we were
The
talking about the
Caribbean.
Hobbit still.
So
So
something happened to him in the first one. I want to know what happened
oh, he's
between
in what?
those events and him becoming leader of a tribe on an
Yeah.
island.
Oh no,
He's running from Davy Jones. That's it, because he's
Oh,
yeah,
Dusckpond.
because he got cursed.
anyway, yeah. Back to
Kraken.
the. I'm pretty sure that the next book. I'm like, oh, I like this author, and my parents are like, oh, he wrote The Hobbit. I'm like, all right. Well, I'll get around to reading that eventually. And they went, oh, he wrote Lord of the Rings. I'm like, all right, I'll watch those. Just because, like, being a film guy, I'd much rather watch it and get like the actual seeing what I'd
Yeah.
rather see. It comes down to the CinemaSins theory of the books don't matter. Like, and I completely understand that because it's like, yeah, there's source material.
Not
but-
with everything, because the Harry Potter books, it's much more detailed than the films.
Yeah, but
there is a
No,
lot of
no,
content
yeah.
that isn't in the
But
film.
for
You've
the-
got to have a bit of poetic license.
But for the Hobbit, they fitted Legolas in. I was like,
Yeah, he's
no.
doing it, but-
Yeah.
If you can fit Legolas in, you can fit Aragorn in quite easily.
yeah. Well, they do mention him at the end.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because isn't there something odd about him? Like he can be really old.
No,
really old.
Legolas is like, I can't go back to the to the tree elves, and they're like, all right, you
When
must
they're
go.
off to see a ranger.
You must go and find a ranger, and they're like, oh, he's like, oh, what's his name? He's like, you must find his name, and everyone's just like, it's fucking Aragorn. We all know it's Aragorn. But yeah, anyway, I'm pretty sure the second book that I picked up was the Silmarillion. And the opening line is like, so-and-so, son of so-and-so, and they all rhyme. All the names rhyme and all start with the same bloody letter as well. So it's like Darwin, son of Darwin. Yeah. And
Start with the same letter.
all, I don't know, like, they start with the same letter or rhyme. So it's like Darwin, son of Tarwin, who's friends with Barwin, whose
One of
girlfriend
the
is
first-
called Jarwin. I don't know, it just confused me.
One of the first books I ever read that wasn't a children's book, and I'm excluding Harry Potter and stuff like, you know,
Right,
like
they
a
started
Ladybird
as,
book,
yeah.
was Darwin's Theory of Evolution. I've still got it, it's by my bed.
Okay.
Written on a typewriter as well.
Oh, that's pretty
Nice.
cool. But yeah,
Held together with sellotape now.
I read this, like, the first few pages of the Silmarillion, or this really hard book to read.
Yeah.
And I just went, this is confusing, down. And then I picked up the next book in the shelf in unit that I have, which is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and that is now, like, essentially my Bible.
It's implanted.
I still haven't finished the other three, though.
Please tell me it said "Don't panic" on the back.
Oh, it's got "Don't Panic" in big friendly letters on the front, don't worry.
Oh, on the front?
On the front.
Friendly
back.
letters.
Big friendly letters.
Some big friendly letters.
Most people buy The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because it's got the words "Don't Panic" in big friendly letters on the front.
I swear it was on the back.
It's on the front. Yeah.
Wait, I thought no human was meant to have it.
No Earthman knew of the book, and until the day of the catastrophe, no human had ever held the book. Then the great catastrophe happened, and to this day, only one Earthman has held the book, supposedly.
We've just got copies of it.
Yeah. I don't know.
He was like,
It's not the book.
No, it's just a copy.
he just
Just a
went,
book.
I'm just gonna take this.
What
Somehow he found time travel as well.
What would
just
you
for
rather
free.
have?
They just
That-
open a door and see Arthur Dent stood there photocopying and was like, it could be huge.
What would you rather have, though? That or the Encyclopedia Galactica? Which is the more expensive book?
I would like to have my Hitchhiker's Guide to the
I would
Galaxy.
rather have the...
Oh, we all know what
mostly
you
harmless.
would probably say. I want the more expensive one.
Oh no.
No, because that's in
I
your
don't want
name.
more expensive ones. God no.
Yeah, well, this is just, I know, like, quite a large amount. I listen...
I'm not as into Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy as much.
You see, Stephen Fry did the voice for it, and I... Like, for the film, he did the voice for it, and
Oh, yeah.
I just listened to that over and over.
Yeah.
And then I
Well,
found
who
this...
wasn't? It's Stephen Fry.
I found
Steve
this...
Fry's got a great
Yeah.
voice.
Imagine if
He's like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he's like
the
a British
Morgan Freeman.
A British gay Morgan Freeman.
Nothing wrong with gay.
No.
nothing wrong with it.
No.
But
No.
like, you know, you've got these people that can do Morgan Freeman impressions. But like, you know,
Yeah, but it's Morgan Freeman.
yeah.
Who is just
That's who I'm gonna. That's how I picture God, Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman. Honestly, after the films, I was just like, and after hearing his voice so many times, I was like, oh, I hope he looks like that.
Yeah.
I've actually got
His assistant is Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
I've got a science series thingy, and it's got Morgan Freeman.
Didn't he do
It's
one?
got Morgan Freeman on it, and it's like, if you were in my science lessons, I would have aced
Talking
it.
of Stephen Fry being his assistant, there's a no, you haven't seen it. There's a Monty Python like biopic, biopic. I don't know how it's pronounced. Like it's like a documentary drama.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Stephen Fry plays God. It's like set in 1979 when there were like all this controversy over the life of Brian. Like, oh no, it's blasphemy, blah blah blah. And there's just like God and Jesus sat watching the telly like in this vast wasteland, and God's got a beer. God's got a beer, and Jesus reaches down, gets a beer, takes a sip, and he's like, "You bastard! It's water." He's like, "Yep, I did it again." Or is it the other way around? Like Jesus does it to God.
Into what?
Yeah, he just turns, "You bastard! You did that again." It's just funny to watch. Right, we're
That's
hitting
right.
the
We're
35.
running out of time. I don't think I've got time for my announcement.
What? Yeah, no, we've got 35 minutes. We've got 25 minutes left. So,
I thought we were doing an
well,
hour.
we're only doing a half hour, but
It's as close as we
We
can
can
get.
make this one like 40.
we can cut this down. We'll see what happens. So, your announcement,
Our
Alistair.
announcement is, for the most part of my life, I have gone internetless, apart from dial-up broadband, and he's now playing the world's smallest violin for me. But tomorrow is the day of all days.
Drum roll.
When the Lord come unto me and grants me fibre optic broadband.
And it won't work till the
And
new
it won't
years.
work. No, I hope it will.
So that means that Alistair can now listen to the podcast.
Yes, I can.
Yay.
Now listen to it.
What are you getting?
It's-
BT, Virgin,
Uh,
Sky.
Internet going, I'm quite the virgin, so. I think it's BT.
Brilliant. Actually, no, not really.
No, it's
BT's
not.
alright. Yeah.
No,
I don't
it's-
know.
What is the best?
Virgin.
I don't know. It depends. Like, actually, for our
Virgin's-
area, PlusNet's
Virgin's
not
a lot
that bad.
It does
And it's
really just
cheap.
depend on the area.
The problem is that in certain areas you're not allowed Virgin, and in some areas you're not allowed BT, and those areas
Work better with that
No, if-
opposite internet, probably.
For example, at home we've got BT, but Virgin isn't allowed in that area. It's like a.
Why isn't it allowed?
It's just a thing that BT and Virgin have that if that only certain places are
Territory.
allowed BT and certain places are allowed Virgin. In Manchester, where my dad's flat is, you've got one. Literally, you've got one.
One side of the street
One
is
side
BT.
of the road is Virgin, one side of the road is BT.
That must be brilliant. Where they,
And there's
like,
one guy there with Sky.
well, no, no. What you've got is you've got the guys like that live in the flat doing the BT adverts. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other side you've got David Tennant stood there going, "Yep." Or you've got not Mo Farah. Who's the other
Usain
fast guy?
Bolt.
Usain Bolt just like stood there like, "What up, bitches?"
Yeah. And then Richard Branson, like, in the basement or something,
Yeah,
trying to
just-
build a model.
just like stroking his beard,
Yeah.
doing absolutely nothing. No, the what was the other? Oh yeah, back to the Hobbit quickly. Billy Connolly's character. Because
of all the things to CGI.
No, we heard his voice. Well, no, it's actually completely understandable because he's not well at all, and he did a whole series about death, and he's there like, I'm not doing this because I'm dying. I'm just doing it in general, but I might as well do it anyway. And
I'm not
like,
doing this 'cause I'm dying.
no, but like, yeah, it's completely understandable. Billy Connolly's character being CG'd.
Yeah.
But I'm just there like questioning his use of language, like because that has definitely boosted the age rating.
Yeah.
Possibly, it's a 12A, isn't it? You've got to
Yeah.
be accompanied. We can all go. We're older than 12.
We're legal for 12 films.
Yeah,
Wait, what did he say? Because
he
Probably
said
tell by most of our voices
bastards,
we are.
oh,
and he kept saying buggers. I think basically what happened was he said the line bastard, and they're like, no, you can't have that. I'm sorry. Well, and he's like, all right, we'll just say bugger then. Let's smash the buggers! And like,
Yeah.
but that does sound something dwarvish, actually.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Well, only because of like the Yogscast, because that's what Simon Honeydew says, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, but I think
Yeah, but it's a Scottish thing.
Yeah.
it's a Scottish thing. They swear all the time, and that's how I would imagine a proper dwarf
But
Yeah.
like,
in war, just like let's smash the buggers.
yeah, but I don't think it's like Tolkien language.
No,
No.
Tolkien's like Tolkien made up elf.
Did he?
I think he's a forefather of Elvish. I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. He made the
Tengwar.
languages up. Like he made
Orcish,
We made
dwarvish.
Dwarven and Tengwa,
Yeah.
Not
which is
elf.
Elvish.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Big announcement!
What?
Even bigger?
Oh, it's huge.
I like
Jesus Christ.
big butts and I cannot lie. You others can deny.
We already knew that, mate. Carry on.
now
It's okay.
now it's gonna say in the
Big
description.
announcement! Jared likes big butts and he can't lie.
It's gonna say now in the
I'm
description.
Pinocchio.
In the description, it's gonna say buy this song. Just because you've done.
Now, I just got to check. Like the last podcast we did, when was that? That was in the summer.
That was when we had the drums and cymbal out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did had Robin Williams passed away then?
No,
No. That's a massive loss.
that is a massive loss to
Don't say
the
it.
world.
Don't say it.
Condolence.
Oh,
No,
dear.
that was like a sad. Like, and I've
Yeah.
watched a lot
Isn't-
more of his films because he died, which is a horrible thing to say, but like
No,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
the night
just
of the
reminding
music?
you of him, really. Isn't it?
Is
Yeah,
it
the
Night of
new
Museum
one
thing?
is one of his final films.
there are 3
Yeah.
films coming out pre-death,
Right.
post-death.
Because I was really confused. I was coming home from college and I saw the Night of the Museum thing on a bus, and Robin Williams was there, and I was sure he was there.
Well, no,
I was
wait a
really
minute.
confused.
no,
Is
there's
there some conspiracy?
3 films coming out.
He doesn't actually move in the thing.
A Merry Friggin' Christmas, which I believe is already out.
Right.
He plays like this grumpy old man father figure. Then he's Theodore Roosevelt in Night of the Museum 3, and one film that is still in post-production called, I think it's called Absolutely Anything,
Right.
or Absolutely Everything.
Weren't
one
they
of the two.
working on Mrs. Doubtfire 2?
They were,
I love Mr.
but I think they were
Doubtfire.
still in pre-production.
It was getting the script sorted. I think.
That's unfortunately not happening.
Well, of course it's not
Well,
going to
no,
happen.
it
but
can't be the same.
No, unless they find a really good Robin Williams impressionist.
look-alike.
I don't know. I mean, surprisingly, Mrs. Doubtfire's voice is
It's easy to copy.
bizarre to do. Yeah, hello dear, and like I started doing it once, and someone came up to me and went, "That's crap, that is." And I went, "That's the idea," because like the idea is that he's a really bad
And
English
they still fall for
English
it
Scottish accent.
until
Yeah,
he takes away.
like even the English guy is just there like, your accent's a bit. No, it's Pierce Brosnan, isn't it? Or,
Yeah.
It's the other Bond villain,
Yeah,
Bond guy that's got a square head.
It appeared Brosnan.
Yeah, but he's got he comes over and it's like, oh, your accent's a bit. What they have, like him and the one that's in Hot Fuzz. Oh no, he's Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, he is Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton and Pierce Brosnan look so similar.
No, they don't.
They do have a similar.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
If you put Pierce Brosnan's character and Timothy Dalton's character from the Cornetto trilogies together, you could, get mistaken.
No, you can't. I'm going to get you a picture of Timothy Dalton and Pierce
I
Brosnan.
don't know. I'm bad with faces and names.
Oh,
Terribly.
But yeah, anyway.
Avengers Age of Ultron.
Oh yeah, that looks interesting.
That's next year. We'll probably have another podcast before that.
Oh,
right,
well,
okay.
No, we
well,
won't.
We'll leave that for now.
No.
I'm I'm excited for that though.
I am.
Should we do one on May the 4th?
Yeah, we should do one.
Yeah,
of
Let's
those.
do a Star Wars special.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to come and
Just like a 5-second thing. May the 4th be with you.
May the fourth be with you. And then just like-
End the
And then
podcast there.
And then just
do a proper one the next day.
Actually, that's the thing. I want to build a lightsaber.
Oh god.
I want to build a
I'm
lightsaber.
only pointing at you because you said you've got like a nice new workshop.
Well, it's full of furniture at the moment. But
Yeah, but
Well, we can
it,
sort that
it
out.
can be full of wood soon.
yeah. Well, I was gonna go.
That makes me sound like I'm just going to go in there with a hammer and smash full of furniture.
Yeah. Well, hey,
It's full of furniture, but it'll be full of scrapped wood soon.
no, but like we're gonna need tools.
There are tools there. They might be
there?
a little bit rusty, but they'll work.
Do we have a drill
Why do you need a drill?
to
Just
drill
drill
holes to
things.
put stuff in? Basically, there are hundreds of
In case you run out of a hammer.
YouTube videos on how to make lightsabers with just the hilts. No, out of
Metal.
metal piping. And I want to do that so bad. So I'm going to do it, and we're going to do it.
When are we going to
with
get
your-
some sorted
workshop.
for, like, the prop month off that website for...
Oh, yeah. We
for
Saber Force. or
Sci-Fi
something.
Scarborough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to get some of those.
Have you got green screen software?
I don't have software, but I do have a green screen.
He has a green,
I was just
a
gonna-
white,
and a black screen.
and a black
I was
screen.
just going to say, because if you paint it green, then you can just
Yeah.
make it any
No.
colour and look like a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's
Which
the
would
problem
really
though.
cool.
Like, there is always this thing, like, argument about lightsabers, and everyone thinks, like, it's controlled force. And
Oh, well, Han Solo used it.
yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
That's
the
why
way
it's difficult.
that
but
they
it's
work
not.
is like a Twitch screen. Is that there's a lot of incomplete circuits, and when you put your hand on it, it completes the circuit.
Supposedly, but they do have on and off switches.
They have it on and off switch, so you can still hold it and it doesn't just like jet out.
Yeah, it's generally
It's got a button, but in order to push that button down, you kind of have to have your hand on it or have force around it. That's why they can throw it.
Yeah,
and it doesn't.
But no,
turn
like
off,
everyone's
so-
like, oh, it's controlled force, and that's why it's so hard to use. But if you actually think about it, it's not that. It's the fact that it's just a hill, and you haven't got like a counterweight on the blade.
No.
Like,
Yeah, and
It's not.
And I'm guessing the light doesn't weigh anything anyway. So.
Oh no, it just lies.
no, that's the thing. Like, if you picked up like a broadsword, like, or even a katana,
Yeah.
you swung that around, you'd have a counterweight, and you could feel it.
You can feel the weight of the blade, but with a lightsaber, that weight's not there because it's just
No,
light.
when like even like the toy lightsabers, and
Yeah.
you have the blade retracted, and you swing that around
Yeah.
just so you don't smash any furniture. I've done this quite a bit. So I'm just going to throw out that I've done this quite a bit without the blade out. It does feel really weird, like swinging
Yeah.
around and not having some form of counterweight.
It makes you feel like you would hit yourself because there's nothing there. You just feel closed. Doesn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Again, run-of-the-mill nerds. That might not be how lightsabers work.
If there is a physicist out there, please tell me how lightsabers work.
Only Rob though. None
Not
of us
us.
care.
Well, no, actually, you could tell me. I quite care.
No, think about it, right?
Only if you can build one for us.
No, think about it,
Even
right?
better.
A lightsaber is technically just a laser.
It's light.
It is.
Yeah, but it's a laser, which means that it goes on and
And
on and on.
Yeah, how do
and
they
on, and
limit
it can't
the
stop.
How?
So why? How is it limited?
I reckon you could kind of set the strength of it.
That's
so
probably
it
where the
cuts
idea
out
of
at
the
one point,
force,
but the intensity
like
of it.
controlling it comes in or something.
But even so, if it's,
But then again,
I mean,
Han Solo.
laser intensities is
What?
it goes on until it's dispersed.
Just because he's
But
not
I
a
mean-
Jedi doesn't mean he doesn't have the Force.
Well, every living thing has a bit of the Force.
Yeah.
Jedi's are more.
No.
I don't know.
The Jedi's can manipulate the mid.
That's why sometimes you go
midichlorians.
upstairs and forget what you went up to. You did mind trick yourself.
It's like,
It's learning to control it.
Yeah.
Doors closed behind you.
oh, that weird feeling of deja vu because you've actually done it already,
I
but
got
you've
that-
just forgotten.
I got that earlier during the podcast. I was like, that's why I went quiet for a bit. I was like, I've been here before.
Shop doors opening. It's not really a sensor. Everyone thinks it is. It's just
Oh, yeah.
us mindfully opening the
There's
door.
someone with the force just inside of it.
And that's when you're distracted and you walk into the door. It's because you weren't
You
concentrating
weren't
on
using the
opening
force.
door. Yeah.
And they put a sign on it saying automatic door to make you subconsciously
think.
use the force and open
Yeah.
the door.
I'm not at college. Our automatic doors are just
Oh.
like, okay.
We're only at college though. We're not fully developed.
Here's the thing. Those automatic doors.
are broken.
No, they put the button for them, like wheelchair access button, at the other side.
You see it?
No,
Can't get in.
no, but I mean, like, say you're walking from the cafe and you're
Yeah.
walking
Yeah.
down to go outside. You've got to walk past the door to hit the button to come back to the door and walk out.
Yeah.
So,
And at
I'm-
this point, I've just pushed the door
oh
open.
yeah, everyone's there like, oh, go over here, wait for the door to open. I'm just there like, bam, get out of my way.
I like it because doors only they don't open the initial time,
No.
but the second set of doors will open
Oh,
Yeah.
automatically.
That's nowhere near as bad as our college doors.
What's wrong
We've
with
got
yours?
we've got they're automatic doors, but we've got two of them,
Mhm.
and one of them is sometimes open. One is like shut permanently, and then there's one that's open, but they change. So when you're walking and you're trying to, you go into the door, you either it opens and it's not, or
You smash
it
into
just it doesn't open, and you smack into it, and then you go to the other one, and because you have to you have to walk at an absolute straight line, it won't open if it's diagonal.
Is it
And
like,
so,
have you got two sets and so it's like a zigzag?
no, you've got
'Cause that's
it's,
a draft
it's
dealing
an actual it's actually two automatic doors, and then you go in, and then there's another two
Oh, that's how
automatic
ours
doors.
was.
Yeah.
But it's just weird because one set is sometimes on and one set is sometimes off. So you go in and then you remember for the next day that one was off. And then you go for the other one, which is now off. And you go for the other one, and it's stupid.
Your order is broken.
Yeah.
Our college is
Sorry,
weird.
you just
Well, no,
reminded
like-
me of a story that I had.
What?
I was in Spa.
Yeah.
In the town that we live. And
Other shops are available. Just that one was local.
yeah, it's just convenient.
Yeah.
It was just there.
Yeah.
And I was buying something, just a drink or something. I
Ooh.
went to the counter,
Ooh.
and the woman saw that I was there, acknowledged me, then said hello, and then turned to a friend and continued talking for about 5 minutes.
Hello, I'm going to help you with your shopping in a minute.
Yeah.
Let
The
me
till was
finish this.
empty, there was a queue building up, there was people getting quite angry, and I was getting pretty annoyed. And then she picked it up, dropped it, and she's like, oh, and it smashed.
Oh.
She was like, can you go and get a new one then? So I went and got a new one, I was getting pretty annoyed.
And then
with
you
this.
got to the back of the line.
Well, no, I was allowed back in front of the line. She gave me the wrong change after that.
Oh. Okay.
And then she gave me the right change, and I was really annoyed, and I just kind of started storming out, and the automatic doors there, I forgot, had a bit of delay on them. So I stormed out and just smacked into the door. I was like, wow, I really like a deck now. I was like, waited, I just glanced back, and they're like, I hate you, I hate you, and just walked out.
Like, no, the best thing you get is the automatic doors at college. They're always forever fixing them. Like every other day, there's someone up a ladder fixing them, and they're just there like, I don't know why it's broken. I don't know why it's broken. Then you get me just trotting along like, oh yes, I'm going to go out this door. Just push it.
Yeah, me and you just like,
Like,
no way.
Pulling it off its hinge, essentially. Like, you know, it's got those fire.
Why
things,
it's
you know.
severed there.
Yeah,
That's why it's broken.
but no, they see me do stuff like that, and they just go, I can't understand why it's broken.
And then,
at
and
all."
then-
don't know.
But I like it when you've pushed through those doors. The other doors are like, nope, I'm going to work. You are not pushing me.
Yeah.
And then,
I see what you did to my friend there. No.
so I just go.
Yeah, I have this thing about going like, I'm walking down and I'm just like,
I love timing it.
the better one is where I just walk down and I'll stop and just go, bang, like pull up guns and just go, patang, like that, and it opens. And
My
friend-
favourite one was I timed it so perfectly. I went, open the gates.
should have come running in, just open the gates, open the gates, open the gates. Right.
We get so
Your console will
Yeah.
shut down soon.
Oh crap! Sorry, I'm playing Red Dead Redemption in the background.
Other games
Well,
are
no,
available.
yeah.
Other games are available.
Other games are available. Like,
this one
I'm
is
just playing
preferable.
this one. I've only just got an Xbox 360, so.
We get really excited by the smallest of things.
Oh yeah, we've talked for about 5 minutes on the doors.
This is why we're friends and we're in a group making podcasts.
God
Right.
knows what it's going to be like when we go to university.
We
still haven't mentioned one
Yeah.
of the largest pieces of news, and I know we're out of time
It's a
now.
large piece
But
of news.
I don't know.
Me neither.
It is
Intrigued.
Christmas.
Oh,
yeah! Oh!
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And I actually had I had a whole 5 minute segment about Christmas. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Wait, what
So
time?
yeah, it's Christmas.
What's
that's
our
nice.
timing on?
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're running out of time now,
No,
so.
it's Christmas. There was
Oh, we've got
something,
5 minutes. They can
something
split
about
it up.
crackers, Christmas, relatives.
Well,
I
last
didn't
year,
bring my crackers this time. I'm
No,
Yeah,
sorry.
you forgot his crackers this time.
and last year you were on the phone helping some girl not be scared.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Who was that?
Tilly, I think.
It was
Was it
Tilly.
Tilly?
It was Tilly.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm
Yeah.
all at the
All the
hare's
people-
house.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Other people to call in crisis are available.
Ah yes. Yeah. Don't call me. I'm no good.
It's fine.
No, it's
Don't
fine.
worry.
Just go get a pizza or something.
Yeah. Just go to a shop.
Wait,
There aren't any shops. Oh well.
how
But
dark
break
is
into one
how
of them.
dark is the alley? What? All the lights are on. Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
How dark is the alley? How many eyes can you? They're cats.
You're a cat person. I can't believe you're scared of cats.
She's actually a Khajiit.
Well, no, like
I'm now getting chased by a mad dog.
But
Don't
balaclava,
worry, it's
he's
fine.
wearing a balaclava. He's probably just cold, you know.
Yeah.
All that
Box
crap.
boy.
Green giant.
Box Boy isn't here.
He's ill.
We'll let him announce his name. Oh yeah, that was it. The fact that he's got his cold. No,
He didn't want to pass it on to us.
Yeah.
But he caught it from us.
Well, no, I text him like, can you come? And he's like, yeah, I'll try and come. But I've got a cold, and he's like, oh, I don't want to give it to you. And I'm there like, I probably gave it to you. He's like, no, I got it. I got my cold from drama, like doing this all day rehearsal. I'm like, that's why you're being a little girl about
that was my fault. I just went.
Yeah.
I was singing and I just went.
Shit.
No, I was singing and I just went at the end of my high note. I just went. I coughed as loud as possible. I was just like, and then dropped to the floor.
And it was in the microphone as well.
Yeah.
So it
One of the
echoed
head
around
mics just.
Yeah. But no, that was like there was that happened like the all day rehearsals.
And then
you all wanted to be off, aren't you?
Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
be somewhere.
Don't right. Yeah. This drama.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. What? No.
Keep going.
I want to try and keep it under an hour. So yeah.
We've got 3 minutes to wrap
yeah.
up. Should I just do a quick summary of
Yeah,
everything we've got?
bugger it. I can't remember what the story was
So
now.
we
Anyway,
talked about The Hobbit, that's
Yeah,
great.
Hobbit.
It keeps to the book really well. It's a very nice film.
yeah, Star Wars looking
Star Wars,
brilliant.
it does
Star
look
Wars
really good.
good.
That's
Definitely
going to
taking
be the
over
big
from
thing
Star
of next
Wars
year.
Star Wars. Yeah,
We've
the
got
Hobbit.
Age of Ultron coming up, the
Yeah,
new
looking
Avengers
forward to
film
that.
that we
Yeah.
didn't go into because we don't really know anything about it.
No. We have.
Yeah, that's happening as well. I mean, big news.
Yeah.
Yes. Other than there is one big ass Iron Man.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
is the Hulk?
The Hulkbuster makes an appearance.
Which everyone thought that Igor.
No,
Igor is the
Igor.
heavy lifting one.
Yeah, but everyone thought he was
the-
Hulkbuster in the last film. Like, oh, that's Hulkbuster.
No,
It's
no,
not
it's
like-
Igor.
Yeah, no, but everyone thought it was.
Yeah,
They were like,
people
oh, we've
thought-
seen the Hulkbuster armor. It's not the Hulkbuster.
No, the
not.
Hulkbuster armor.
Hulkbuster
armor is actually
21,
ju-
isn't it?
No, Hulkbuster armor goes round.
Yeah, it goes round.
Yeah, it goes
normal,
round the suit.
goes round the
So,
normal
yeah.
suit.
Yeah.
Which he's actually a pretty good.
Concept.
Lego
I
Marvel.
like how the head, it opens to reveal an Iron Man helmet, then it opens to reveal
Oh, Stark.
Stark. So it's like, wow, you got a few layers on there, man.
Wow. Iron Man suitception.
No,
Yeah.
what I really want someone to do now is get like an Iron Man suit, then a slightly bigger Iron Man suit, and basically make Russian dolls out of Iron Man suits.
Until you've got like
Jarvis
Galactus Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Jarvis's voice getting louder and deeper
Yeah.
every time.
I
Yeah.
don't suppose we know why the Hulk is attacking Hulkbuster.
I,
Also, why Thor is really not liking Stark.
I think it goes in.
Well, so far he's been strangled
I
in every
think-
single film.
Yeah.
I think it's because the
it's
beginning
kind of
of
tradition now.
Yeah.
it's sort of
It's
the beginning of
beginning
the
of-
Civil War.
Yeah, it starts for Civil War. Oh, it's part of the Civil War.
I thought that.
I've got the comic book series of that if you want to read it.
It's isn't it Captain America?
Yeah, that's
going to
be the Civil War, but
It gets split
Avengers, Infinity
yeah,
Wars
but,
Part
you know,
1.
we're going to start it.
Yeah, but
And Guardians of the Galaxy
Ooh.
aren't making an
Ooh.
appearance in that.
that reminds
Really?
me.
No.
Marvel is trying to get Spider-Man back.
Oh, I'm looking
That'd
forward
be
to
good.
that because
'Cause-
they've won back Ghost Rider, Daredevil, Elektra, and basically anything that came out before 2005.
Yeah, they're trying to get Spider-Man
That's an
back
hour.
from Sony.
Yep.
Ow,
So-
yay!
It'll get cut down anyway.
Trying to get Spider-Man back from Sony because Spider-Man has a big part to do with the Civil War because
Yeah.
he's the young hero, isn't he?
Yeah,
and
he-
and they just use him basically.
Like he comes out, but like he says, "My name is Peter Parker. I am Spider-Man."
Sarah Jane don't
Like,
matter anymore.
that's a big thing. So
It's just-
Doctor
I'm
It's
Strange.
sure,
just-
I'm sure it's probably already out there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just like
No, but
Iron Man at the end of the first film. I am Iron Man.
yeah.
It doesn't care.
Everyone knew about that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know. I've read the Civil War series. Like I can
I-
find
it
myself
was- it
saying
was
I
good
have read
series.
that. Do you know what I found out today? That makes me so much more, and I love him for it. Deadpool, Wade Wilson, born in Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like in like one of the storylines, I don't know if it's like canon to them all, but like he was born in Canada. He joins the Canadian Army or whatever, and this all happens. And before being handed over to Weapon X, he went to the Canadian version.
What Wolverine worked for that for a good portion of time.
But yeah,
It's the Canadian United Summit, I think.
and it's like, oh, Canada saved him with their healthcare, and then they just went, no, give him to America.
We'll give him to America and watch what happens to his cancer because they cure it.
Hmm.
Doesn't
But-
Wolverine make a part in the Infinity Wars?
Yeah. So they're gonna have to try and
Most
get it
most
right.
heroes do make an appearance.
All
in the
basically, yeah, because like Wolverine nearly dies in the Civil War.
So
Ow.
Don't know.
I don't think he could.
One of the real
other
there's
than chopping his head off.
3 or 4 characters are like really big. They can grow to be like giants.
that
So
doesn't
Ant-Man's
have-
One of
one
them
of
size.
It doesn't kill him.
Ant-Man's going to be soon.
stops him
isn't
from-
he?
Oh yeah,
It kind
Ant-Man's
of
got some
incapacitates him.
Yeah.
As long as he can't get back to his head and
Oh,
put it back on.
That's no.
That's fine.
Where's my head gone?
Oh dear.
Over
There's
here,
a-
you idiot!
It's going
Over
to look
here!
really comical.
No, there is
down, no.
His head's just blushing. Oh, this is embarrassing.
there is a Deadpool series where he does like genuinely kill. Like Deadpool kills all of.
It's
the,
called Deadpool.
Yeah, well,
takes over Marvel. Or something.
like
Kills
Deadpool
Marvel.
Genuinely kills
Every
everyone
Marvel
in
character,
Marvel.
and then he jumps into the real world, and it's
Yeah,
so funny.
But what he does is he has this thing like carbonadium or something, which numbs healing factors.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah, so he manages to kill
So
Wolverine.
what? It's like the little heart virus of the Wolverine.
No, maybe.
Because that numbs his.
No, but like
Yeah.
he's got a katana made out of it, and so he like slices Wolverine, and, like cuts off his arm, and then he bleeds to death, as opposed to it healing and like him being able to attach an arm again. So yeah, right.
We should
okay.
wrap it up
We're
now.
going to wrap that
Sort
up.
of wrap
1
it up.
hour and 3 minutes, probably about 45 by the end of this cutting session.
Yeah.
So never mind about the half an hour thing. It's
yeah.
going to keep you 15 minutes more of your time.
We'll start that next time. We'll
Yeah.
start the half an hour next time.
Didn't we say that last time?
Should
the
we
time
try to arrange one every month or every 2
We'll
months?
try and make these a bit more regular as well.
yeah,
because-
instead of just when we feel like
What-
it.
Yeah. Especially with the whole going away thing to like different.
Yeah, we want to
universities.
get we could get a couple pre-recorded
Yeah.
ready and then
Well, we might start doing them online.
on Skype. And
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, we can do that now.
Yeah. So, right, I have been Jared.
I've been Josh.
I was Alistair.
He's not anymore.
These two have been. I was, you know.
Yeah.
And I am.
RDJ.
Still.
I am RDJ. No,
Yeah.
no.
I'm Rob.
I am RDJ.
With a tin.
Who's Teddy anyway?
I don't know. I think it's just my little brothers.
I'm gonna name it
Do
Bernard.
your brother's a little Teddy?
It belongs
What
to him.
happened?
I don't know. Right.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Merry
Stop
Cri-
procrastinating.
But yeah.
Merry
stop.
Christmas.
Go back and do work.
Get
and-
back to work.
Jared,
Yeah.
you slacker.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry